Right now, live at 5, Healing Our Heroes, the new place in Cedar Rapids that will house and serve our veterans. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Joy Howe. Karen's off this evening. We're going to get to our top story here in just a bit, but first, let's head to the Weather Center where Justin Roberts tells me we're expecting quite a bit of rain.
Joy, normally this time of year, it's cold enough where we would get a big old snow, but our temps are going to be in the 50s, and we're looking at an inch or two of rain. Not right away, though. It's going to move in tomorrow. Take a look at those temps the next few hours. 6 p.m. this evening, 44 will actually rise a little bit back to the upper 40s and then settle back into the low 40s overnight. Right now, there's the morning, or I should say, the evening commute underway. Old dog, new tricks. I apologize. And this evening, 45 degrees in Cedar Rapids right now. A lot of folks out and about hustling and bustling to get some of those last-minute Christmas gifts for sure. 43 Waterloo, 48 Iowa City and Washington. Dubuque says 42. The winds have been, well, strong. They were certainly strong yesterday. Today, not nearly as strong. About 5 to 15 right now out of the east. Satellite and radar has pretty well locked us into the cloud cover. Let's get into the planner and we'll show you that those temps will just kind of hover around those mid 40s, dropping to the low 40s overnight tonight. We'll talk more about when that rain moves in. Some of you might see a little drizzle tonight. We'll give you the lowdown of what's going to come down coming up in just a bit. Joy?
All right, Justin, thank you for that. Veterans in Cedar Rapids say there is new hope tonight, and it comes in the form of a new home being built just for them. Today, Patriot Place was introduced to the community.
For all of our veterans that are here today and those that aren't, welcome home.
Inside the Veterans Memorial Building, a small group gathered to hear about a big opportunity for Cedar Rapids veterans.
And it's important for us to have the support of the entire community.
Kelly Ridenauer founded the nonprofit Healing Our Heroes and says she quickly realized one of the wounds needed immediate attention.
The housing need in the community was brought to my attention because of the veterans that I was working with. So incidentally, the very first veteran that I ever worked with was living in his truck at the time.
The wife, daughter, and granddaughter of veterans says her dream is finally being realized in Patriot Place.
We have the opportunity to make something happen.
The $9 million facility is specifically for veterans and their families. It'll have up to 50 low-income apartments with additional space for veteran services and be right next door to the VA clinic in Cedar Rapids.
So people will not only have the supportive services that we're going to provide in-house, they'll have immediate access to their doctor's office.
Mayor Ron Corbett noted that 16% of the men served at the Willis Dady shelter are homeless vets, and with that, pledged the city's support of a capital campaign to raise the final $1.5 million.
This community has always been very supportive of their veterans and of all veterans, and this is one more tangible demonstration of that.
And with that support, veterans say, comes new hope.
If we choose to accept this mission and make it happen, that hope can be turned into a reality for these families, our veterans, our comrades. Let's make it happen.
Healing Our Heroes plans to submit final financial paperwork for the project in March and hopes to have everything in place to break ground next July. Well, immigration is a hot topic right now and all over the country and, of course, here at home. Leaders from Iowa are now calling for more conversations about how immigrants can help with economic growth. CBS News reporter Melanie Moore spoke with some of those leaders and joins us live from Iowa City. Melanie.
Joy, the Iowa Chamber Alliance has revealed their legislative priorities for 2016. The group brings together representatives from cities across the state. One of their main focuses for next year, they say, is bringing immigrants to the Hawkeye State. The Cedar Rapids Metro Economic Alliance president serves as chair for the Iowa Chamber Alliance. She says there are 4 critical areas: workforce, economic development, the simplification of taxes, and infrastructure. The ICAD group in Iowa City is also trying to make this community more welcoming with an international task force. The group launched a Welcome Iowa City Area website just a week ago, providing resources to the international community and hopefully making them want to stay.
We bring in all sorts of international talent, from students to faculty, and so that's always kind of been the makeup of our community. And as you know, the population in Iowa is declining, we need to look at ways to bring more people to the area.
The ICAD group says one thing that they want to focus on in the next year is getting more of those international voices on their boards and commissions. Covering the corridor in Iowa City, Melanie Moore, CBS 2 News, live at 5.
Melanie, thank you. One of the most wanted men in Kansas may be hiding out in Iowa. U.S. Marshals are searching for Brian Levi Bridges. They say he and others were trying to rob a home in Pittsburgh, Kansas, when the homeowners startled them. Bridges is accused of shooting and killing one of the homeowners. Officials say he is now on the run and has ties to Iowa. Bridges is 5'7", about 170 pounds, and may be going by the name El Chinito. There is a $20,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. Divers are searching a lake near the site of last week's deadly San Bernardino massacre. They're trying to find evidence, including a missing hard drive that may have been thrown out by the couple who shot and killed 14 people. In 2013, Syed Farouk and Tashfeen Malik evidently talked about martyrdom online, but the couple raised no red flags when Malik was granted a fiancé visa. A friend of Farouk's told authorities he talked about attacks years ago, but had abandoned the idea. An official with the U.S. Treasury says ISIS is making more than $500 million a year selling oil, and fighters are using some of that to finance attacks abroad. My colleague Scott Sanborn joins me now with more on this one. Scott.
Yeah, Joy, the U.S. and its allies are bombing oil tankers in Syria, trying to cut off the Islamic State's cash flow. Estimates say the terror group brings in about $40 million a month, and U.S. intelligence says some of that profit is coming from oil sales to the Syrian government. That's despite the fact that ISIS is a sworn enemy of President Assad's regime. Most of the oil fields are in Syria and are currently in ISIS-controlled territory. Once the oil is taken out of the ground, it's sold locally as well as smuggled over the borders into Iraq and Turkey. In addition to the money ISIS is making through oil, it's profiting from residents and businesses on land they control. Estimates show the group makes up to $80 million per month on what ISIS calls taxes on people living within its caliphate. Joy?
All right, Scott, thank you for that. The defense has rested in the first Freddie Gray trial. In his own defense, Officer William Porter testified that he told the other officers Gray wanted to go to the hospital, but he didn't see a reason to call an ambulance. Defense experts testified he actually went above and beyond to check on Gray and didn't do anything illegal. Freddie Gray died after being arrested in Baltimore. 6 officers face charges in connection with his death. A former officer in Oklahoma has been convicted of raping and assaulting more than a dozen women in a low-income neighborhood he patrolled. A jury convicted Daniel Holtzclaw and recommended he serve 263 years behind bars. Prosecutors say he chose his victims based on their criminal history. Some of those victims are now speaking out about the fear they felt.
I was out there alone and helpless, didn't know what to do. And in my mind, all I could think that he was going to shoot me. He was going to kill me. He did things to me that I didn't think a police officer would do.
Holtzclaw was convicted of the 18 of 36 counts he faced. His sentencing is set for next month. Women in and around Iowa City are learning more about how to defend themselves against sexual predators. Today wraps up the week-long Rape Aggression Defense course. In the class, women have learned what sexual assault is and how to survive if they find themselves in a dangerous situation. Tonight on CBS 2 News 10 at 10, you'll hear from students taking the class and find out why they are participating. University of Iowa graduate students are asking the school to help them fight rent increases. The students say rent at Aspire at West Campus is too high and property managers are exploiting students. They say the cost is pushing them out of the on-campus housing option. The complex was built by a private company on university land. A one-bedroom is listed at $959 and student stipends vary, but many are around $20,000 a year. University President Bruce Harold urged the company to listen to student concerns about the rent prices. The company says the prices are necessary based on utility and real estate costs. Coming up on Live at 5, they're flying off the shelves, but not in the skies. Why airlines are now banning one of the most popular holiday gifts. Meantime, taking a look at some traffic tonight. This is I-380 southbound near North Liberty on this Friday evening. Looks like things are moving smoothly there. And good news is right now, nothing to speak of. Justin Roberts in the Weather Center.
We are smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy, Joy, at least for now, before the rain moves in tomorrow. Take a look back at the day today, the day that was. and much above normal weather. We'll continue the trend with your Weather First forecast next, live at 5.
18 corridor men and women have completed a journey that began months ago. Today, the Cedar Rapids Regional Police Academy held a graduation ceremony at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. The new officers will serve in Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, University Heights, Vinton, and West Liberty. Congratulations, guys. And a Cedar Rapids woman is celebrating an exciting journey that began at a police academy graduation. This one was in Colorado, but Kelsey Clark of Cedar Rapids was attending her boyfriend's graduation ceremony yesterday when she was surprised with a proposal. After getting his badge, Officer Kanan Lee got down on one knee and popped the question. She said yes, of course, and tells CBS 2 News they don't have a date set yet, but she's excited to plan the princess wedding she's always dreamed of.
You're into that whole wedding planning phase now, right?
That just warms my heart. Congratulations,
Are you going?
guys.
Are you going with the princess theme for your wedding?
I don't know if the princess theme. I don't know, but I'll keep you posted.
Let me know. At least I'm waiting for
He's
the invite.
very curious.
Waiting for the invite eagerly.
Next year. Next year.
Okay. Well, good thing nobody, at least here, is getting married this weekend because there is a lot of rain coming our way in eastern Iowa.
Rain.
Just consider if it was cold enough, this could be a good 10 to 15-inch snowstorm.
Well, I don't think we're complaining then.
Luckily enough, we're warm enough where it's just rain. Take a look at those headlines. Cloudy skies as we head through the evening tonight. Friends, we'll have some mild temps and, oh yes, some weekend rain and then some. 45 degrees next hour. We'll just kind of maintain those 40s through the evening and overnight. We might see a little drizzle overnight tonight, but I think that better chance of rain moves in from lunchtime tomorrow through the afternoon, evening, and into the overnight. Look how nice those temps get, 50 to about 55 degrees. And for you math lovers out there, that's 20 degrees above normal this time of year. We've zoomed into downtown Cedar Rapids from Broadcast Park, and the evening commute is underway. 45 right now, east wind at 14. And that does make it feel like 39 with mainly cloudy skies. Temps elsewhere on the board, a few spots that are still staying nice and mild at this hour, and that would be around the Iowa City area. 48 degrees there. Same for Washington. 42 in Dubuque, upper 30s around Decorah, 39 in Charles City. Still, even in the 30s, those folks are well above normal too. Midwestern temperatures, and you will notice that we do have some of that cooler weather building back to the north and west of us. However, a stationary front is going to keep that cold weather right where it is. It doesn't move through until we get towards the beginning of next week. Look at our highs tomorrow. Back to the 50s we'll go. 59 in Chicago, 70 degrees in St. Louis tomorrow. 65 in Kansas City, 68 in Wichita, and this stationary front just kind of sits from Wichita back up through Green Bay, essentially. Warmer weather to the south of it, colder weather to the north, which means all the precipitation we'll see is going to be rain. And you can kind of see that stationary front. There's all the mild weather around the Midwest here. Colder weather is back towards the far west, Denver back towards Rapid City. And here we go through time, through our Saturday late morning into the afternoon. And that entire complex starts to rise to the north. We'll be on the north side of the low, and that's always where you'll find the most moisture. So here's predictor. Cloudy skies, maybe a little bit of drizzle as we head through the night tonight. Not a big concern. We're going to stay above freezing overnight tonight. We'll drop to the 40s. Through the day tomorrow, cloudy skies. Here comes that heavier rain, and by Saturday evening, overnight into Sunday, we might even hear a rumble or two with thunder along with that. Rain stays in the picture through Sunday, all the way through the afternoon and evening time, more rain for Monday. We'll give you a real quick peek as to how much we're looking at here. And there we can see just kind of minuscule amounts through Saturday morning and midday, and then Saturday night into the overnight. That's where the heavy rain is. Easily 1.5 inches to some spots 2 inches of rain by Sunday afternoon. That is a gully washer, especially for this time of year. And you might have noticed, like I have, how strangely green things still are. The lawns and the trees and some of the plants out there compared to where we've been in years past. Tonight, cloudy skies, calm, mainly dry, southeast wind at 5 to 10, low 40s in the north, mid 40s in the south. Tomorrow's forecast, take the rain gear. We'll see some rain by noon, heavier rain tomorrow night. Low 50s north, 53 tomorrow, Cedar Rapids, 54 in Iowa City. Your 3-day forecast calls for more of that rain Sunday, Monday. We'll cool out down to 31 Monday night, 40s with dry weather Tuesday, and back to still above normal weather, Joy, for next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with dry weather expected.
You may have to mow the lawn, Justin. Still ahead tonight on Live at 5, one of the biggest holiday doorbusters is being banned. Why airlines don't want your hoverboards to fly. And a live look tonight, looks like traffic backed up just a wee bit normal right there around Lyndale Mall on Collins Road. Do be safe out there tonight, everybody. It's Friday, by the way, TGIF. We're back after this.
Hi, Master Sergeant Timothy Larson. I'm deployed from Yokota Air Force Base out here in Southwest Asia. I just want to say happy holidays and hello to my 3 kids, Bethany, Toby, and Zach. And also want to say happy holidays to my parents, William and Lana Larson in Iowa. And I'll be home soon. Thanks. Stay safe.
Listen throughout the day for your weather first forecast on 104.5 KDAT.
Quick traffic note to bring you tonight. Take a look at this. I know this is the DOT camera. It's a little bit fuzzy, but you can see the headlights there. This is southbound I-380 near North Liberty. Traffic backed up because of an accident. So if you're headed out the door to go somewhere or you have a friend at work, you may want to call them and just let them know if you can take a different route, try to, because that looks like it might be a little slow going for a bit there. They're one of the holiday season's most popular gifts, but the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is currently investigating 10 reports of hoverboard fires in 9 different states. And now some airlines say they might fly, but those hoverboards can't.
Already one of the season's hottest gifts, it appears hoverboards are continuing to heat up. Literally. A writer from Alabama posted this video saying his hoverboard just caught fire.
The battery just shot out.
Now, this year's must-have gift is finding its way onto some less popular lists. On Thursday, the nation's 3 largest airlines banned the scooters from flights. They're concerned about the toy's lithium-ion batteries.
They ignite and catch fire very violently.
Cell phones, tablets, and laptops use low-wattage lithium-ion batteries, which fall within FAA regulations. But airlines are concerned about the hoverboard's battery. In a statement, Delta pointed to the size or power of their lithium-ion batteries and found that the strength of the batteries in hoverboards often exceeded government limits for what's allowed on board an aircraft. One hoverboard manufacturer, Swagway, blames cheap knockoffs for the problem, saying they don't compromise when it comes to using the highest quality parts and urged customers to be aware of fake units that are being sold on the internet. According to Sean Kane, the founder of the Safety Institute, the hugely popular products may eventually be recalled.
They're considered toys, but in fact they're not. So at the end of the day, you have a product that doesn't have to meet any safety requirements and it's finding its way to the U.S. market.
And airlines aren't the only ones moving away from hoverboards. Online retailer Overstock.com says it's going to stop selling the popular product because of the growing safety concerns. A reminder for you tonight, take a look. Traffic backed up, slow going. Doesn't look like it's completely come to a stop there, but this is I-380 southbound near North Liberty. We do have a bit of an accident there, so you may want to avoid that if you can tonight on a Friday. We're back after this. One more check of your forecast next.
CBS Evening News tonight. We're going to lead the broadcast with a fire at a California mosque. The FBI is investigating whether it's arson. Plus, a top holiday gift this season might be literally too hot to handle. And Steve Hartman with our favorite holiday classic. All of that tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And finally tonight, you can help give corridor animals a home for the holidays. Tomorrow from 10 to 2 is the Iowa City Animal Care and Adoption Center's Holiday with the Hounds and Cats. You can come and maybe meet your next family member or just show up and bring a present for your favorite puppy or cat. Shelter staff say they actually need some washable pet beds and toys right now. And who couldn't love the faces like those? No.
You probably better not go to Iowa City tomorrow.
They need
end up with a dog.
You know what? It's a great addition.
We've already picked names out.
For
it's
your
either going to be
animals.
Norby or Gunner.
Oh, I like both
We just
of
haven't
those.
found the dog yet.
Well, that could be your opportunity.
So don't tell if anybody sees Jamie, don't tell her about it. We can't go to Iowa City tomorrow.
You will not
Take a
tell
look
your
at
lady
what's
about it.
happening outside. Not a bad night, cloudy skies. We're going to hang in those mid to upper 40s. Tomorrow morning, cloudy skies begin. We do have a little bit of moisture potential as we head through the evening, mainly drizzle, but the better chance of that rain is tomorrow afternoon, and oh boy, there's going to be a lot of it too. There's your 7-day rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're back to still above normal in the 30s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Well, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.